For Albert is brave, resumed Morel. Very brave, said Monte Cristo. I have seen him sleep with a sword suspended over his head. And I know he has fought 2 duels, said Morel. How can you reconcile that with his conduct this morning? All owing to your influence, replied Monte Cristo, smiling. It is well for Albert he is not in the army, said Morel. Why? An apology on the ground, said the young captain, shaking his head. Come, said the count mildly, do not entertain the prejudices of ordinary men, Morel. Acknowledge, that if Albert is brave, he cannot be a coward, he must then have had some reason for acting as he did this morning, and confess that his conduct is more heroic than otherwise. Doubtless, doubtless, said Morel, but I shall say, like the Spaniard, he has not been so brave today as he was yesterday. You will breakfast with me, will you not, Morel? Said the count, to turn the conversation. No, I must leave you at 10 o'clock. Your engagement was for breakfast, then? Said the count. Morel smiled, and shook his head. Still you must breakfast somewhere. But if I am not hungry? Said the young man. Oh, said the count, I only know 2 things which destroy the appetite, grief, and as I am happy to see you very cheerful, it is not that and love. Now after what you told me this morning of your heart, I may believe. Well, Count, replied Morel gaily, I will not dispute it. But you will not make me your confidant, Maximilian? Said the Count, in a tone which showed how gladly he would have been admitted to the secret. I showed you this morning that I had a heart, did I not, Count? Monte Cristo only answered by extending his hand to the young man. Well, continued the latter, since that heart is no longer with you in the Bois de Vincennes, it is elsewhere, and I must go and find it. Go, said the Count deliberately, go, dear friend, but promise me if you meet with any obstacle to remember that I have some power in this world, that I am happy to use that power in the behalf of those I love, and that I love you, Morel. I will remember it, said the young man, as selfish children recollect their parents when they want their aid. When I need your assistance, and the moment arrives, I will come to you, Count. Well, I rely upon your promise. Goodbye, then. Goodbye, till we meet again. They had arrived in the Champs-Élysées. Monte Cristo opened the carriage door, Morel sprang out on the pavement, Bertuccio was waiting on the steps. Morel disappeared down the Avenue de Marigny, and Monte Cristo hastened to join Bertuccio. Well? Asked he. She is going to leave her house, said the steward. And her son? Florentine, his valet, thinks he is going to do the same. Come this way. Monte Cristo took Bertuccio into his study, wrote the letter we have seen, and gave it to the steward. Go, said he quickly. But first, let Haiti be informed that I have returned. Here I am, said the young girl, who at the sound of the carriage had run downstairs and whose face was radiant with joy at seeing the Count return safely. Bertuccio left. Every transport of a daughter finding a father, all the delight of a mistress seeing an adored lover, were felt by Haiti during the first moments of this meeting, which she had so eagerly expected. Doubtless, although less evident, Monte Cristo's joy was not less intense. Joy to hearts which have suffered long is like the dew on the ground after a long drought, both the heart and the ground absorb that beneficent moisture falling on them, and nothing is outwardly apparent. Monte Cristo was beginning to think, what he had not for a long time dared to believe, that there were two Mercedes in the world, and he might yet be happy. His eye, elate with happiness, was reading eagerly the tearful gaze of Haiti, when suddenly the door opened. The Count knit his brow. M. de Mercer, said Baptistin, as if that name sufficed for his excuse. In fact, the Count's face brightened. Which, asked he, the Viscount or the Count? The Count. Oh, exclaimed Haiti, is it not yet over? I know not if it is finished, my beloved child, said Monte Cristo, taking the young girl's hands, but I do know you have nothing more to fear. But it is the wretched. That man cannot injure me, Haiti, said Monte Cristo, it was his son alone that there was cause to fear. And what I have suffered, said the young girl, you shall never know, my lord. Monte Cristo smiled. By my father's tomb, said he, extending his hand over the head of the young girl, I swear to you, Haiti, that if any misfortune happens, it will not be to me. I believe you, my lord, as implicitly as if God had spoken to me, said the young girl, presenting her forehead to him. Monte Cristo pressed on that pure beautiful forehead a kiss which made two hearts throb at once, the one violently, the other heavily. Oh, murmured the Count, shall I then be permitted to love again?